So I already talked about the development and testing and the GUI development. So now let's have a start to the our development parts. So how now is the question is how we will should generate the projects. So there's a many ways to do those to generate the projects, like so you can go the in Eclipse and Eclipse in Java EE and go to the Spring Starter projects, and after that, and you see the demo, and you put it your demo application name, and then and it's like this way, and you have to select your building tools, and because this case we are using Maven, and even the packaging, we use the packaging jar packaging and the language of the Java or Groovy, even though that's one, and then you can fix it from the Java versions. And when you go there and you put it your artifactory name, a group ID, and then your artifactory name and the version number, the default version number, and you put your descriptions and base package name, and then and so on and so forth. This was the skin. You can go here, build these projects, and then maybe here the idea. So and then you can go next, and you set it which API, which dependency injection you needed, even though you can put it here the version number, because I used older projects from the last 2 years. So you get is the excavator, and you don't need to JPA, and even though you can search here, and we need it to PostGIS, and we need to JDBC for this case because we are using JDBC template, and you can search with the JDBC and on whatever it is the search JDBC. And you can fix it from here to search it, and when your dependency injection is done and you just finish it, and it will automatically import your project into the your IDE. So that's directly from the Eclipse IDE, and if you use a different IDE, then you should go to the maybe IntelliJ IDE. You can go same procedure, or alternative way. Also, I already did in IntelliJ in Eclipse IDE. In alternative, we have to go to the Spring IO, and the same thing, the same projects is calling the web services and build your projects like that. Put it your API, the group ID, and then group ID, and then put it all the other things and go to select, and the same thing is in the jar packaging, and then the Java versions, and then you have to see here your dependencies. So you see the dependencies and JDBC for here, and then PostGIS driver, and you can go there, or even though you can go the search button. So we need DevOps tools, and go the JPA within it. So we already selected this one, and later we has to be used template engine. So then go to the actuator. Maybe we need actuator to get the status of the application. So other information, the actuator did the metrics information, health information for the your application. So select the actuator and put it like you generate your projects, and it's build your one zip files, and you download the zip file to your local directory and build and unzipped it and into the, and after that you can put and import your projects into the any suitable IDE. For my case, I already did that directly to the Eclipse IDE, and then after that, if you go this way, then you need to import this project to your selective IDE. So the project generation is done. Now I will need to start also after after the project generation done from the EC. This is the implemented projects. There's different pictures. So then what we need to do here to describe a little bit here the structure of the projects. So here is the most important part. So here is your main class, the main application class, to run the applications, and then this is the config class, package, and DOP is the data access, and then impel, and this is the your POJO, your object transformations information, the resource and service impel, and the util package. So let's start to our configuration, because we need to configure our template, our JDBC template. So you see that the source code is we all the base package names and the repository property resource is here, the properties files, and this is the default one. So because for our this application we have 6 environments to put it in, deploy these applications. That means this is the Spring profile. You have to be fixed. You have to be put these 6 files, the properties file, and after that in the externally you call you call this the flags like dev, production, or QA, what in the environment you like to deploy your applications. That's why it is important to build. This is the completely the Spring profiling concept, and you can control the externally this application or deploy the application. Because if you are working really small company, then you are responsible to build applications and deploy the applications. There is no, if you did not have any DevOps team or any installation team, then you're responsible. If you are the full stack developer, then you are responsible to do all those jobs to installation and configurations of those. I will show you detail how you configure and externally those properties and set these properties around the application. So let's have so this is the configuration file. So it's a bin definition, so template definition, this template, and it connected with our data dates. So here is the definition for our connecting the data sources. And then we need to this is our interface definitions, the our interface definitions. So in total we have 9 interfaces to collect the data from the database, and this is the buildings and land use, nature and high, and railways and places, points and waterways and roads information. So we need to implement those interfaces in the Impel package. So that means so in behind the scene, let's see how is it implemented. And this is our this is the most important part we need to take care. So we our implement and implement base package, and this is the implementation to extend our base query result set Impel, and then this is our interface to implements. So here is this is the most important part. So we put it here our all the queries that we needed in our systems to querying our raw data sets, and then querying our querying the railways, and querying the waterways, and so on so forth. So every query is running. So here is so you select your queries, the string, and then append your string to the here, and this is the common append query. So that means you go to the query and then select, okay, here is not null, and you can do any condition this level. So in any where clauses on this, here you see that if is the address ID is not null, then put it this, and the OSM name and type, and you know, even though you can order by the OSM ID. So you need a little bit SQL skills to do that. That's one. So it's easier. So that is the SQL query, and I will show you the final query how it look like this in the log. So I logged it and then see now is it happening. So this is I said it, okay, the limit, search how much you would like to limit, because you see that a lot of the website they have the fixed number of records in the each page, because if you are trying to loading the thousands record in the same page is rubbish. We cannot do those, and rendering take time, and the end client don't like this. The web pages need within a seconds to come up and then see something on watch and do something with that one. So that's why I'm putting the extra parameters like search limit, and set where is to be searched, and from the first 100 record or 200 record or 1000 record, and from the where the starting point. So search offset means to the set, okay, where I'm from 1 to 100 or 100 to 200. That's the idea. So if you don't set this parameter, it's defaultly take the only limit 10 that means it's automatically content record if you don't set this parameter. So this is the fundamental query. So every queries, every attributes, you had it in the select statement. So here is our result sets. So let's have a start here. So